Hello, what's up, people, and welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks. My name is Jay. Let's get to it. Today, obviously, we saw the episode began with Damon telling someone on the phone that he's got what we need and has a note in his hand that read, "I'm feeling mixed up purple and a little bit blue, question mark." Someone would call that indigo. Yes, I'm indigo. Oh, I sounds like a music. I didn't really get it, but I didn't get the message of this. But the eyes are dotted with hearts, so clearly this might be used to set Summer up. It does look like Liberty's handwriting. Sienna tells Summer France is not on her priority, and she was not happy with it. I'll tell you that. Summer did not look happy at all. Later, we saw Damon meet up with Brody by the folly and tells him the note found proves Liberty still alive. Brody seemed more concerned with how Sienna thinks, and he probably thought it's best to go off there. Damon is obviously fighting for Lib as much as he can. Not to say the others aren't, because they well are. I think Damon is just trying to be more proactive, or optimistic is the right word, and positive. Later, we did see Brody go into Sienna's flat to see his daughter before he leaves. And it was a bit risky, I'm not going to lie. And he quickly hides after hearing Summer and Sienna coming into the living room. And obviously it was a good opportunity to overhear Summer talking lies about him to brainwash Sienna. And she obviously claims Brody killed Liberty. He couldn't obviously believe what he was hearing. At this point, Summer is just becoming annoying. I don't know, maybe Sienna's playing a game, is she? A couple of minutes later, he actually gets caught by the girls hiding, and Summer acts really scared. It's almost a show. Sienna also seems startled by this because she did not expect that. Everything seems to be going Summer's way. The way she's obviously portrayed Brody, and the fact that he's hiding in the flat, that is not a good look on Brody, I'm afraid. And just Summer goes the whole way in acting afraid of Brody and makes it look like he's about to snatch the baby as well. That was very low. Sienna says she hates him. Not sure if Sienna is one step ahead of Summer at this point. I can't tell. At this point, I can't tell. Or is she really that scared of Brody herself? Who knows? Later, we actually saw Sienna and Brody meet up by the folly, and wow. Bravo, Sienna has been playing Summer and seems to have her head screwed on. She tells Brody they need to take Summer down together. All I can say is go train Brianna. Or Sodi. What do you guys think? Glad to see them working together, because even though they're not together. But I tell you what, it's not going to be easy cracking down Summer. Okay, so we saw Peri in the episode as well. We saw her run down the stairs to grab the morning's post, and she sees a box of jewelry containing a necklace. Peri thought Juliet bought this for her, but Juliet looked disappointed or upset and walked away. Steve was in the background, a bit suspicious of the gift to Peri. Don't know. Later, Timmy, who is Fergus's assistant, pops round to fit in the security system for Steve. I find Timmy an overly nervous character. Timmy's in the middle of Peri and Steve debating over the unnecessary amount of cameras needed in the house. Timmy gives tech advice to Steve, and they test out the cameras. Steve catches James and John Paul in his living room, and things are going well, but then obviously they brought up the night they spent together, and Steve has heard this all. And would this be the end for James and Steve? What do you guys think? Earlier, obviously, we saw Juliet did confirm to Steve she did not buy that necklace, and of course this puts Steve even more on edge, and he's trying to keep calm and tell Peri nicely what with the events taking place, it's not safe for Peri to keep the necklace by telling her to get rid of it. Juliet, he's with Steve and agrees with Steve's reaction. It was funny when she also mentioned, and it's Friday the 13th, and Steve was like, "Oh yeah." I don't know why. I just found this really funny. Some characters can just naturally give off comedy, and Steve's one of them. Peri obviously was a little annoyed at the pair and kind of tells them to relax. It's just a gift from a nice stranger. And obviously that was prior to Steve ringing up Fergus to get in the security system there. So obviously that's where they met up with Timmy. Okay, moving on. Mizbah gives more of the history since the previous episode's news bomb to Martine. It's good to see Mizbah having a real friend to confide in. Mizbah has mentioned she had Shaq out of marriage and things were different 20 years ago, if you ask me. So obviously Mizbah was in a difficult position. I mean, it's 2021 now. It is difficult still because it's like opening up old wounds. Mizbah went back to the house. Obviously Shaq seems to be enjoying life. Things going well with Teresa. However, Sammy's not happy keeping quiet about the truth from Shaq, that him and Sammy are not brothers. Mizbah has a one-to-one with Scott and the dog, and Scott explains his history with his adoption and how he feels his depression was probably caused by the abandonment when he was younger. I wasn't really sure how this made Mizbah feel. Maybe she obviously thought about her situation and probably thought it was best to keep it buried. She seemed to go off in a hurry. She was obviously in Sammy's workplace looking for the DNA results to get rid of after her chat with Scott. Sammy was a little bit suspicious on why Mizbah is hell-bent on why to keep this issue buried. I personally think if she was to come clean, Shaq would probably be distraught, but on the other hand, Shaq always seemed to like Mizbah and always preferred to be around her than his mum. So I don't know how he would take her overall. The episode I thought was really interesting. I think that's the end of the review. Great acting, comical acting by Steve, Mizbah as well. Really great acting. What did you guys think? Comment below, like and subscribe to my channel, please. And I'll be getting daily or every episode review out there. And yeah, guys, take care.